how to make your own luck, right? So I've seen the movie Suits. I don't know if you're watching it and you've seen it. And one of the episodes, I mean, it's something Harvey used to say. He says, I make my own luck, right? Someone calls him a lucky guy, and he says he makes his own luck, right? And for the longest time, that has bugged my mind. And I wanted that statement to be true because it sounded so good. So I sort of thought about it a lot and wanted to put a structure to it. And I thought, the opportunities that we see, that we find, and we then term ourselves to be lucky, there are some constants. I mean, of course, there are variables to them, but there are some constants. And that constant is that there is some surface area, there is some knowledge you have that makes that opportunity an opportunity in itself, right? So if you had an internship in your high school, if you interned at a mechanic shop, right? Just walk with me. If you interned at a mechanic shop in high school and you just traveled for holiday and you saw a specific area that cars just kept breaking down, right? Because you interned at a mechanic shop, you see the situation of broken down cars as an opportunity, right? Because you have the knowledge of what you can do to make those cars work. But for me, I can't use myself because I know a bit about cars, but for someone that doesn't know squat about cars, right? That is not an opportunity. It's just, why are cars breaking down? Why is the road so littered with broken down cars, right? That becomes the issue. So for that guy that had his internship at a mechanic shop, he expanded. Maybe he's even studying psychology or something, right? But he went to a mechanic shop for internship. He just expanded the surface area upon which luck would land. That's him making his own luck. So another example. So I play pool a lot, right? Snooker. And I overheard people talking about Diesel, right? And how his company needed more diesel because we were opening up more shops, more locations, and his current supplier didn't have the capacity to do that. Now just think about, if I knew someone, or if I knew how diesels were being distributed, right? Or how selling diesel, how it works, I would be called a lucky guy. I would be called a lucky person for being at that place at that time when that conversation was happening. But I didn't see it as an opportunity. I didn't see it as luck because I didn't have the knowledge. So here's what I'm saying. You can make your own luck by expanding the surface area upon which luck can land. And by that, I mean knowing a little bit about so many things, right? And again, of course, you're going to have your expertise, right? What you're known for, but you know something about a lot of things. And that would mean you need to read a bit more. You need to watch relevant movies, right? And you need to travel a bit more. Actually, traveling is a huge deal, right? So you have cultural context for a lot of things. So when you see the problem, most of the time, you can accurately term it as the opportunity. And of course, you would be called lucky. So yeah, go out there and go and make your own luck. My name is Dave and I hope this was noteworthy. I'll see you around.